Greetings, ladies and gentlemen of the net. This is Rock Roll Spot coming at you. This week we'll be discussing a topic that I surprisingly have neglected mentioning pretty much the entire time I've been on the channel. That topic being video games. Now, I'm not a avid daily video game player. In fact, sometimes whole weeks or longer will go by where I don't play video games. I prefer to play on consoles, though certain games I'm all for playing on PC, mostly real-time strategy. Every year there are certain games that pique my interest, and usually it's pretty limited to console games. Yes, console peasant, blah blah, who cares? Anywho, this year there are a handful of games that at least that have piqued my interest. Whether or not there will be any follow-up on these games here on the channel, time will tell. But anyways, going into those, first off, we've got Battlefield Hardline, which actually releases next Tuesday. When I first saw everything popping up saying it was coming out, I approached it, Battlefield, whoopity-doo. I tend to, when people basically pull off oh yes, this franchise is so much better. People who people who play this franchise are so much better than people who don't. Blah blah blah. I tend to just avoid that franchise. But this looked honestly different. I was expecting, U.S. military troops and fighting against insert foreign group here, sold troops. But it's kind of honestly like the opposite of GTA mixed with a shooter, which to me looks like fun actually. Next up, we got Mortal Kombat 10. First off, it's Mortal Kombat. That pretty much sold me on the game right off the bat. Also, I'm really digging the direction that NetherRealm has been taking the franchise in since Mortal Kombat 9 a few years ago. And on a side note, I'm really looking forward to the recently announced downloadable character that will be coming soon, Jason Voorhees. Yes, I know Jason Voorhees is not a Mortal Kombat character, but he kind of fits, to be perfectly honest. And Freddy actually made for a decent choice in Mortal Kombat 9. Now, if only both of them would be downloadable for 10, that would just be great. What I'm at least curious about is and it's coming, but potential new Call of Duty title, whatever it is. It apparently has not been announced as of yet, but I don't think we've had a year go by without a Call of Duty game dropping in the third quarter, or third, almost fourth quarter, for well over 5 years now. Finally, Lego Jurassic Park and Lego Avengers. The Lego games based on franchises are actually the one exception to the general exception to the all video games based on movies suck. Because, yes, they tell the story of the movie, but they do so in a fun and amusing way that you don't mind the fact you're basically playing through the movie you watched and enjoyed. They can be fun in a frustrating kind of way. Anywho, there are also a few games this year that basically have me looking to go next gen, as I currently play on a 360. First off is Batman Arkham Knight. I've enjoyed every other game in the Arkham series so far, especially Asylum. I think that's probably one of the greatest solo hero superhero games that's ever been done. I would say the only other contender is, especially when it comes to getting the character right was the X-Men Origins Wolverine game. It got the character right, and rather than it be a teen game, it was actually rated M, which for Wolverine actually kind of works. Anywho, next up, Halo 5. Again, I've enjoyed the Halo games. Even Halo Wars with its attempted RTS. So, it's something I'm at least curious enough about to potentially go next gen for. To be perfectly honest, part of me kind of want, upon going next gen, whenever I do, if I decide to go with the Xbox One, part of me's even tempted to go ahead and get the Master Chief Collection just so I can play a remastered Halo 2. Then there's actually a Mad Max game coming, which with Fury Road coming out in theaters this summer, should come as no surprise. There's going to be a Mad Max video game. What I've read sounds interesting, to say the least. And finally, a game that I have been waiting for with bated breath for many a year: Star Wars Battlefront 3. Admittedly, the official title is simply Star Wars Battlefront, but it is the third Battlefront title. For those unfamiliar with the game, Star Wars Battlefront was in some ways similar to a Star Wars RTS, and in other ways very different. It was basically combat simulator. Combat would of course be on various locales from the Star Wars trilogy, Star Wars movies, I should say. In fact, the second game dealt a lot with Clone Wars campaigns, but after the second game, it came to an end for reasons I actually cannot remember. May have had to do with licensing, though I'm not sure. Many potentially good video games have died because of licensing issues. But the license got picked up, and well, this year we're supposedly going to be seeing a third Star Wars Battlefront game, which will only be available on PC and next-gen consoles. Anyway, all that being said, well, that's really all I've got for the day. So we'll be back on Wednesday with the weekly TV roundup. This time, at this point of the TV season, we will actually be doing shorter roundups because not every show is still running. And of course, we'll also be back next Saturday. Maybe next Saturday, depends really. All that being said, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on social media. Links to my Facebook page and Twitter page are in the description box below. This is Rock and Roll Spock signing off. Live long and rock hard.